Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Pitambar Humne, founder Botany for You, and working as Associate Professor and Head Department of Botany, Dharampet MP Dev Memorial Science College, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I welcome you all in this online platform for the students of Life Sciences Botany for You. Today, we will see the crossing over and the theories of crossing over, that is breakage and reunion theory. In last class, we have seen the coupling and repulsion theory. If you are new or not yet subscribe our YouTube channel, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel so that the alerts you can get and find out the various lectures frequently uploaded on this YouTube channel. All these lectures will be useful to you in preparation of your examinations like the UG, PG and even the NET set in the life sciences. So when we are talking about crossing over, so what is actually the crossing over? Crossing over can be simply defined as the crossing over is nothing but the genetic exchange or exchange of genetic material in between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. Again, I am going to repeat the same. The exchange of genetic material in between the two non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes, that is known as the crossing over. Say for example, if you see this diagram, in this figure, this is blue colored, that is one chromosome, and this is pink color is the another chromosome. So these two are the chromatids of the one chromosome. Say for example the first chromosome, or we can say it is a paternal chromosome, and these two are the chromatids of the maternal chromosome. So these two are sister chromatids and these two are the sister chromatids, as both these belongs to the same chromosome. But when we are talking about this one chromatid and this another chromatid which are involved in this crossing, so such a type of the two chromatids of which the one belong to the one chromosome and another belong to the another chromosome, that is known as non-sister chromatids. So actually in the crossing over there is a exchange of genetic material in between such a type of the two non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. First of all, we will see the characteristics of the crossing over. That the crossing over or recombination occurs in two levels, that is at gross chromosomal level, that is exchange of the part of the sister chromatid called as the chromosomal crossing over, and the second one, that is at the DNA level, called as genetic recombination. No doubt the chromosomal crossing over also result into the genetic recombination. Then second one, that is the reciprocal exchange of material between homologous chromosomes in heterozygote is reflected in the crossing over. So if we see these two homologous chromosomes in this figure, there is a exchange of genetic material or the reciprocal exchange of the genetic material, because the part of the chromosome is exchanged here. So if you see this figure, then you will find that this is the part of the pink chromosome is attached to the blue chromosome, and this is the part of blue chromosome is attached to the part of pink chromosome. So such type of the reciprocal exchange of the genetic material is involved in the crossing over. Then the crossing over results basically from an exchange of genetic material between the non-sister chromatids. So if you see this one chromatid, then you will find that now it is completely changed than that of the parental one, and so it result into the new combination in the non-sister chromatids. Then the frequency of crossing over appears to be closely related to the physical distance between genes or the chromosome. So if you see the lecture on linkage, then you will find that actually this is completely dependent upon the distance in between them, that they will be together or they may not be together. Then the type of crossing over. As we have seen, the crossing over is nothing but the exchange of genetic material in between the non-sister chromatids. So here the first type, that is according to the type of cell division in the crossing over. If you see the normal crossing over, or if you read the crossing over, then it is the process which is carried out during the gamete formation in all the different living organisms which are reproducing by means of sexual reproduction, that may the plants or that may the animals. So the most common factor is the meiosis, which is also known as the reduction division, which is involved in the formation of the gametes, and hence such a type of the crossing over which is carried out during the meiosis, that is known as the germinal crossing over. The mitotic type of the crossing over is very rare and only found in few organisms, and if it is carried out during the mitotic cell division, then it is known as the somatic crossing over. And the Drosophila and the another one plant, that is the Aspergillus, that is a fungi, and this is a fly. So in these two organisms, earlier the mitotic or the somatic crossing over is recorded. So these are the type of crossing over on the basis of the involvement of the cell division, but very commonly or very routinely the crossing over takes place during the meiosis. Then according to the number of chiasma formation, if you see that earlier we have seen that this is one chromatid and this is another chromatid, again this is again chromatid of the another homologous chromosome. So this cross which is formed during the exchange of the genetic material is nothing but the chiasma. So on the basis of the number of chiasma formation during the crossing over, there are three different types. In a single crossover, there is a formation of the single chiasma. In double crossover, there is a formation of two chiasma. For example, here we are able to see the two different chiasmas which are formed, and hence this is an example of the double crossover. Then third one, that is the multiple crossover, when more than two chiasma are formed during the crossing over, then it is known as the multiple type of the crossing over. So these are the different types of the crossing over on the basis of type of the cell division which is involved in the crossing over, and another one, that is number of chiasma formed during the crossing over. Then if you see the complete mechanism of the crossing over, and that is nothing but the meiotic crossing over. I told you already that very commonly the crossing over is a characteristic feature of the meiosis, and very rarely there is a crossing over in the mitosis. So whenever we are talking about the crossing over which is responsible for the change in the genes in the next generation, as there are the changes in the gametes. So the first method which is carried out during the meiotic crossing over, and that is synapsis. Synapsis is nothing but the pairing of chromosomes. So when we are talking about the meiosis, in meiosis the prophase first is divided into the different phases, that is the leptotin, zygotin, then pachytin, diplotin, and diakinesis. These are the 5 different phases of the prophase 1 in the meiosis or the meiotic division. So the pairing of homologous chromosomes, that is the maternal chromosome and paternal chromosome, this is carried out in a zygotin of the meiosis first. Then there is a duplication of the chromosomes. So during the DNA synthesis there is duplication of the chromosomes, and there is longitudinally splitting of these chromosomes as the DNA is already synthesized, and hence longitudinal splitting of this chromosome and forming the chromatids. So if you see this diagram, then you will find that here each chromosome is longitudinally split except at the point of centromere. This is yellow colored centromere through which both the chromatids are attached with each other. So this chromosome split longitudinally to form 2 chromatids. So in this way there is a duplication of the chromosomes. Then crossing over by breakage and the reunion or the union. So this crossing over takes place in the pachytin. If we see this crossing over, this is shown in the third figure, that here the 2 non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes are first break, and this break is carried out by means of enzymes that are known as endonucleases. So these endonucleases are responsible for the break in the non-sister chromatids, and later on after the break there is again union or the joining in between them with the help of an enzyme, that is the ligases. So during the joining of this enzyme of this non-sister chromatids part, there is a exchange of the genetic material, and hence in the result we are able to see here the part of the blue chromosome is transferred to the pink one, and part of the pink chromosome or the chromatid is transferred to the blue one. So in this way, as these 2 non-sister chromatids were involved in the process of crossing over, there is a exchange of genetic material or the change in the genetic composition of these chromosomes. Later on, the last process which is carried out, that is the terminalization. In synapsis, the 2 homologous chromosomes come close to each other, and in a terminalization there is an initiation of the separation of the homologous chromosomes from each other. So as there is a crossing over and formation of this cross, which is also known as chiasma. So just like to that of the zipper or the runner of the zipper, this chiasma is translocated from one place to the another place so that these non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome get separate from each other. Such a type of the translocation of the chiasma from one place to other place for the separation of the crossing over chromatids from each other, that is known as the terminalization. So in this way, after the terminalization, here two homologous chromosomes, that is paternal chromosome and maternal chromosome, separate from each other. And after the crossing over, we know that now the original chromosomes and this crossover chromosome having some difference in between them, and this is because of the crossing over. And what it means, that actually there is a exchange of genetic material in between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome, and in this way here now they will enter in the different gametes, and hence the gametes will contain the new combination of the genes which result into the genetic variation in the next generation. Then there are the different theories of crossing over, of which the first one is included in the syllabi of RTM Nagpur University semester 2, and that is the breakage and reunion theory. Just now we have seen during the crossing over, there is a need to break the two chromatids or the two non-sister chromatids, and then again there is reunion of this part of the chromatid during the exchange of genetic material, and hence it is known as the breakage and reunion theory. So this theory is based upon that the prior to the crossing over, each chromosome of each bivalent get duplicated to form the tetrad. If you see this figure, that one is maternal and another one as a paternal chromosome. So after the synthesis of this one, already there is a longitudinal splitting of the chromosome into the chromatid, and hence this bivalent get duplicated. So hence we are able to see this bivalent or the homologous chromosomes are duplicated in the second figure. Then crossing over only occurs between non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome, and we know that this is the one chromatid of the one chromosome and this is another chromatid of the another chromosome, and hence they are non-sister to each other, and in between them there is a crossing over, that is known as the crossing over occurs in between non-sister chromatids. Then crossing over involve the mechanical break in non-sister chromatids due to twisting around each other, and reunion or the recombination of chromatid takes place. So at this point of the contact, that is known as the chiasma, there is a twisting around each other which result into the break on the chromatids, and hence because of this again the break part is exchanged and reunite, and hence it is known as the reunion. Then according to this theory, first of all the chromatids break, and then from the chiasma the crossing over does not produce the chiasma, but it is caused by the chiasmata. It means that first of all there is a formation of the chiasma, and later on there is a crossing over. So we can say that here the crossing over is caused by the formation of the chiasma in the breakage and the reunion theory, and later on after the breakage and the reunion there is a formation of new combination because of the exchange of the genetic material in between the two non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. The second theory, that is the copy choice theory, that this theory was proposed by the Belling in 1933, and according to this theory the paired chromosomes duplicate their genes before the fibers join them to form the strands. No doubt, before the crossing over there is a duplication of the genes along with the protein, and then only there is a longitudinal splitting of the homologous chromosomes into the sister chromatids. Then when the chromosomes are twisted around each other, the reciprocal exchange of the chromatid takes place during patching or just before. According to this theory, it is said that there is a twisting of the non-sister chromatids around each other, and during this twisting there is a reciprocal exchange of the genetic material or the chromatids. Means the part of the paternal chromosome join with the maternal one, and the part of the maternal chromosome join with the paternal one. So in this way there is a reciprocal exchange of the chromatid takes place during the patching. Then there may be some recombination during the period of DNA synthesis affecting the short unpaired segment of the chromosomes. Even it is said that there is a synthesis of the DNA, and during that synthesis of the DNA again there is a recombination, and because of that there is a formation of unpaired segments of the chromosomes or the DNA. Then a small part of the new DNA helix being synthesized may copy a non-sister helix rather than a sister helix to produce recombination in the very short period. So in this way there is a synthesis of the new DNA helix, and which is responsible for the formation of the copy, and it is involved in this crossing over. Then there are the two main objections on the copy choice theory, that the only two chromatids out of the four involved in the crossing over, thus newly formed chromatids would be altered by recombination. Thus this is not the real case. In every time there may be involvement of even the two chromatids or even more than two chromatids. Then duplication should occur during late meiotic prophase, but now it is clear that the DNA duplication occurs even before the synapsis. In the synthesis phase of the cell cycle in meiosis, there is a duplication of the DNA molecule, and later on only there is a longitudinal splitting to form the chromatids, and hence these theories assumes that the crossing over occur in interphase rather than the patching. So if you see the different theories or the reasons behind the crossing over, then you will find that the crossing over takes place in the patching, as we have seen earlier in the breakage and reunion theory. Then third one, that is the partial chiasma type of the theory. That is, according to this theory, the break occurs only in two chromatids out of the four at the patching stage, and these four again rejoin and the chiasma are formed. That is, chiasmata is the result of crossing over. But when we are talking about the crossing over, then first of all there is a formation of the cross, and then there is a exchange of the genetic material, that is the crossing over, and hence this is also not much more accepted one, and hence these two theories, that is the copy choice theory as well as the partial chiasma type of the theory, are not accepted, and the most accepted theory of the crossing over is breakage and the reunion theory. The last topic for this session is the significance of the crossing over, means what is actually the benefit or the function or the importance of the crossing over. The phenomenon of crossing over is universal in its occurrence, and it occurs in viruses, bacteria, molds, plants and the animals, and very commonly it is found in the all sexually reproducing organisms which are producing the gametes, where there is a meiosis at the time of formation of the gametes. It is essential phenomena for the natural selection, because the crossing over is responsible for the formation of new combination or the new genetic combination, which increases the chances of variation, that is nothing but the genetic variation which are caused due to the crossing over only. It helps in survival of fittest of the organism by continuous genetic exchange in every generation. As there is a formation of the gametes in every generation there is an addition of the new genetic recombination. This result into increase in the survival of fittest in the organism or the population, which is responsible to fight against the different environmental stresses. Then the crossing over leads to the production of new combinations of genes and provide the basis for obtaining new varieties of the plants. Though the different varieties of the plants as well as the different characteristics which are introduced in the population in every generation, and this is only possible because of the genetic recombination which is carried out during the crossing over. It play an important role in the process of evolution. No doubt, the genetic recombination is nothing but the change in the genome of that particular organism, and no doubt of the population, which result into the evolution of the organism. Then the crossing over frequently help in the construction of genetic map of the chromosome. So how the genetic mapping is carried out, we will see in the next lecture, and at that time you will be able to understand the meaning of this one. Then it gives us the evidence for the linear arrangement of the linked genes in a chromosome. If you see the arrangement of the genes on the chromosome, they are present in a linear fashion, means one after the other. So this can be again well studied with the help of crossing over. So these are the different benefits or the significance or the importance of the crossing over. And I am hopeful that this lecture will be helpful to understand the real meaning of the crossing over as well as the theory, that is breakage and reunion theory, which are the part of the syllabi of semester 4 RTM Nagpur University Botany syllabus. So thank you very much for listening of this complete lecture. If you like this lecture, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You, and also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different life science titles. Thanks a lot once again.